Okay, it's time for the news we've all been waiting for. Thalaivar173 will be helmed by director, surprise, surprise, CB. So, how did this happen? The last time CB talked to Superstar was in the year 2022, and that project did not materialize. Apparently, some said the climax was not satisfying, and a lot of rumors about CB being egoistic and arrogant. This kind of rumors must have been very painful for the director. But one interesting thing I noticed was that Rajini usually, if he makes a promise to a person, he tries his best to keep the promise, whatever happens. So even the project which Sundar Si had to walk out of, I got a feeling that Rajini might call him later and give him another opportunity. It's just my feeling. But anyway, definitely a very interesting twist. Sometimes I feel the process of making a movie is more interesting than the movie itself, with full of twists and turns, right? Everybody was talking about director Ram Kumar of Parking fame, and then director Nikhilan of Maharaja fame. These two names were like being talked about a lot by all this media, and in the final 1 2 days, a twist that nobody was expecting. In fact, some of them did not have enough time to put up a video. They just put a tweet out saying that, oh, this director CB is the one, and so on. So this shows that Rajinikanth's relationship with the directors is more than skin deep. Some of the script discussion might take years even. And these announcements, unlike the Sundar C one, I believe the Sundar C one, there might have been some differences in approaches. Sundar C has said he likes to do scripts on the fly. That means, and when he goes to the set, he does a lot of improvisation. And but Rajini wanted a locked script after seeing what happened with location, Coolie. Rajini bought into the hype and gave Loki too much of a free hand. With Nelson, he was more hands-on. In Padaya, Rajini was more hands-on. So maybe Rajini learned that he has to be, because if Rajini lets go too much, then the director become too casual, because believing that Rajini alone will carry the film. So maybe that's why Rajini put some rules for Sundar C, and Sundar C being a senior person maybe felt it was like very stifling and walked out. But I think they might collab again in the future, just my feeling. So anyway, what's a bit concerning, if you look at the poster, some decoding for you guys now, there's a scissors, there's some passport, guns and bullets. So the rumors mill now saying that Rajini will be working as a tailor, and undercover is actually a senior government official, maybe some kind of spy thing, what, who knows. My concern here is that recently there's been a lot of trend of Basha clones being done. If you see the Rajini's hit film Jailer, even Coolie, it's always a story of somebody who looks like some average Joe or what, but he has a big flashback. Right, in Jailer, he was like a superstar, made big time jailer back in the past. In Coolie, he was like a big union leader in the past who killed people and stuff. They already did that in Basha, and yeah, you can, after a few movies, repeat the template in a very subtle way, but audiences are quick to catch on it. I would suggest, if they want to go back to Rajini sure hit template, they can go back to the trusting, innocent, funny guy who gets betrayed and then rises back up again. This template we saw in Annamalai, we saw in Padayappa, and I think they were even bigger hits than his the traditional Basha kind of thing. Although Basha is also a big hit, but in terms of actual money collected, I believe Padayappa did better. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, and of course, we all love it if Rajini can really break the mold and go to totally new script writing territory. Vetain had a lot of potential, but the director, rather than making Amitabh and Rajini antagonists, a cat and mouse game, and just like what happened in Basha, that kind of antagonistic viewpoint, and then finally how they unite, he made it very mild, a bit of argument, and then Rajini and Amitabh become buddy. So the whole drama was gone, was lost, and he could have toned down on the slow-mo intro scenes of Rajini. It was a good drama film actually. If he's gone hard on that, Vetain had a chance to become like Talapati actually, or he should have gone all out commercial. So I think the balance, he got it kind of wrong. He should have gone all in on his style. Rajini already told TJ Gnanavel he's doing that film because he want to do a movie on TJ Gnana's style. I don't blame him. Maybe he didn't want the production company like to go down further, but it is what it is. So that's what happened to Vettayan. So looking at the past few Rajini projects, Salal Salam, Vettayan, even Coolie, not what do you call it, fulfilling expectations at all actually. So the hope with this project is, to me at least, I look at this as a bit better than the other three of the past. I think it'll be quite a reasonable project, because CB had a lot of time to polish the script, and Rajini has been strict. See, Rajini now has of a stature that he has to be the guiding force, like the guru, and also take active part in script discussions, right? With Lokesh, his error, I think, is that Rajini bought into the hype. Oh, it's Lokesh, he's happening, he's giving hits everywhere. So whatever Lokesh said, whatever nonsense script Lokesh gives, whatever thin story, I mean, come on, mobile, instant, human incinerator, what kind of a script is that? They're like very ridiculous, you know. If you go out all on a comedy kind of nonsense kind of film, people will follow that. You go all out serious film, people follow that. But if you go some kind of weird, throw in a dance number, just like, it's like Lokesh just trying to cook something to mass masala like that. It doesn't seem like a sincere core script that is moving fast. That was his signature in earlier films of his that did well, like Vikram and Kaidi. By the time he started doing Leo, he was already very much washed out. H. Vinod is another director with good potential who decided that his financial stability is more important. So just do some whatever dance and song and dance that the heroes want, make some money and retire. I don't blame H. Vinod for it. But I feel like Loki sold out quite a bit. This is just my opinion. Maybe best wishes to Loki to course correct in his journey. And also the hyper violent films that these people have making with drugs, alcohol, with 5 minutes of sorry is causing all this pullingo phenomenon in Tamil Nadu. A lot of violence, a lot of knives out, a lot of south versus north, caste versus caste. I don't know what's happening with these directors. So I hope all these pseudo intellectuals, Ranjit, Ñanavel, Mari Silvaraj, all of them will try to make movies with universal values that everybody can love. That's why Telugu industry is far ahead, even Kannada industry is far ahead. Time for Kollywood to, which was the center people referred to for excellence last time, to go back to its true self. Okay, I digress. Coming back to Thalaivar173, at least we know more about technicians this time around. Anirudh is in music, and you heard some song. I assume it was conceived by Anirudh, a bit interesting voice. I didn't get choose the singer. And so if it's this kind of Rajini is a humble tailor, is a behind there is a big type of guy, that is a bit concerning to me. Film might do quite okay, especially if got a lot of masala inside, good comedy especially, right? Reduce the violence, increase the comedy, okay, then it will do great. Like a maybe spy thriller, funny comical spy thriller, that I think would do well, right? But if you go too much Basha direction, we already seen that many times in Basha, in Coolie, in Jailer. So that might make things a bit, bland for the fans. So I hope CB takes this feedback, and I would recommend something like Guru Sishyan or something like all out funny action comedy rather than too much of, oh, do you know who he actually was? He was actually this big spy, like that. I hope they don't go into that territory too much. So what do you guys think about my comments? You can always tweet to CB and all that, saying that you want a fresh script, fast-paced script, funny script, less violent script, and not fall into the old Rajini template too many times. It gets boring after a while. I do understand that Rajini want to make a sure shot hit to help out his friend Kamal Hassan, but they couldn't go the lazy route. They shouldn't go the lazy route. So even if that's the script, I hope they can make it more palatable for people. Otherwise, the poster looks interesting. RKFI, we know, will make good effort. They are a good production house, although how to say, Loki, I wasn't too trusting when he made Coolie. He was putting Shruti Hassan as the centerpiece, but I think RKFI will do justice to Thalaivar173. Thank you, take care, bye bye guys.